Well, good morning, YouTube. This is a review of the 2016 Honda Africa Twin. Not that anybody really needs to see another review of the bike or detailed walk around, but here it is. All right. So you can change up the traction control. If you hold it, it turns off completely. I spent most of my day yesterday on that setting, which is the least nanny-like of them all. You get air temperature, time elapsed in your ride. You get your trip, your miles per gallon, real time, average miles per gallon, average speed, or your trip. Then you go down here, and you get trip A, trip B, total miles, etc. But yeah, so it's a pretty good bike. Oh, and you have your ABS. You turn off ABS on the rear. Cannot turn off ABS on the front. You get a nice gear indicator. The tach is digital, which is kind of nice. Digital fuel gauge. And it's not a super tall bike. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot shorter in the saddle than I thought it was going to be. Not that I'm complaining, because I'm not a tall man. Which is kind of nice for me. So it is a twin, as the name would suggest, 1000cc. I'm not sure what the exact displacement is. But after 350 miles on it yesterday, it is now firmly atop my list for bikes I must own. And that is why. My current bike's a 2008 Kawasaki Versys 650, and it's fun, it's quick, totally flickable in the turns. I figured with this one having a bigger front wheel that it would be much less flickable in the turns, but this bike it wants to turn. It is not okay. Well, it's okay with going straight. It doesn't really want to. It would much rather be on some twisty mountain roads. And I can't say that I blame it. The thing that strikes me about it is when you first mount this bike, you can tell it's not a light bike, and it's really not. You can tell at the stoplights once you get it kind of going side to side. You can tell that it's a heavier bike. Not Harley heavy, not Goldwing heavy, but it's not a light bike. But it's uncanny once you actually get moving. It feels like a 500cc bike. The clutch is nice and light, and it's a quick clutch. I feel like I'm pulling it maybe a ½ inch in before it disengages, and then the engagement is quick and smooth. It's not. When I picked it up yesterday, the guy said, "Don't be surprised if you stall it. I won't even laugh at you because I've done it 2 or 3 times." Which, when somebody puts that in your head, you're not going to stall the bike, because you're going to make sure you do everything you can to not stall the bike in front of the bike guy. I stalled it yesterday. I stopped to take some pictures at the top of Kenosha Pass, and I stalled it there. But that was it. It's a phenomenal bike. Really, really easy to ride, and just power. There's power pretty much from idle up to redline, which that has caught me out a couple times. I'm used to a bike that revs a little higher. And when you hit the rev limiter, the traction control, when you hit the rev limiter, it's not gentle about it. So I took it on maybe 3 miles of dirt road yesterday, and it wasn't even. I didn't even try to. I forgot that the road that connected to the places I was trying to go was dirt, and it wasn't nice dirt either, nor was it nice gravel. Kind of a combination of the two. And I just turned the traction control up to full nanny state, and it performed as if it were on asphalt. It was amazing. It is a wonderful bike. Nice upright seating position, which is, it's very reminiscent of my Versus. The seat is awful. Within, I don't know, it was probably 20 minutes yesterday, my left butt cheek was not in a happy place. And then this morning when I got on the bike, my sit bones were not happy. The one gripe I've got is the seat, but I can't. It's such a personal thing with the seat. I can't say it's an awful seat. I can say it's an awful seat for me, but that doesn't mean a whole lot. It might be the world's most amazing stock seat for 75% of the population. Smooth. The bike is so smooth. There's some vibes that come up through the seat after a while. It's certain RPMs, but that's it's twin, so it's going to do that. Doesn't matter what twin it is, it's going to do that. The handlebar angle's a little wonky for my taste, but that would be fixed with I believe just some adjusting of the handlebar angles. Definitely not a deal breaker because it's adjustable. But yeah, pretty much anywhere in the power band you can just get on it and go. I mean, I don't. The only thing I was talking to my buddy last night. It's the only thing I'm really missing. Is cruise control, and he laughed and said, "Man, it's not a gold wing." And he's right about that. It's not a gold wing. But the cruise control would just be nice on some of those longer stretches to be able to set it and take my hand off, my right hand off the handlebar. Flex my hand a little bit, get it any sort of achiness to go away. But seriously, like my only two gripes about it are the seat and lack of cruise control as an option. I would say it feels like it's somewhere between my 360 and my Versus. I've got a 74 CV360T. And it is also a fun bike. Just totally, you just think about it and you're gone, and you move that way. This is almost like that, and certainly more like that than my Versus. And my Versus is a pretty darn nimble bike. The other thing, the brakes are pretty good. Actually, that's a lie. The brakes are amazing. I did lock up the rear, or try to lock up the rear wheel with ABS on yesterday. And I've never ridden a bike with ABS before, so I didn't know what to expect. So I got a nice open stretch of road, got up a little bit of speed, and just hammered on that rear brake. The actuator that actuates your foot off the pedal, your pressure off the rear pedal, was not nearly as rapid of a pumping as I'm used to in a car, and I'm sure that that's just because it's a motorcycle and not a car. So I don't know if that's normal or if they're all pretty slow on bikes. The front brakes, however, will pull you down pretty quick. I'm gonna stop. I didn't try to do any sort of wheelies on it because I'm not a wheelie guy. And that's just a beautiful sunrise, don't you think? So I didn't try to do any wheelies. It's not my thing. Not saying I wouldn't do wheelies given the chance in a safe manner. But I was riding on the road the whole time. Oh yeah, the heated grips. They are pretty good. I'm on, this morning is 63 degrees. So I'm on setting 3 and it's about perfect. As you've seen from other reviews, no doubt, the horn button and the turn signal are reversed from what I would call a normal bike. I did not hit the horn in place of the turn signal cancel at all yesterday. I did hit the turn signal cancel in place of the horn, however. The headlights are pretty good. Headlights are actually really good. Again, that could be just me coming from the Versus with halogen bulbs. But yeah, it's just a fantastic bike. So I went and priced one out last night. Just down and dirty, build your own. 13.6 I think is what it came to, with center stand, power outlet, heated grips. I don't remember what else. Well, there was one more option, I think. There aren't that many options on it, which is kind of nice. It's just come take it as it is and enjoy. It's I kind of like that. The bike has semi-knobbly tires on it. They're not full-on aggressive dirt tires of any stretch. They're also not. They're not my Shinko 705s, which I love. Their confidence inspiring. Oh, and the sound. I know you can't really hear the sound in my helmet. I just know you can't. But it sounds so good. I think it's fantastic, kids. Go out and buy yourself one. If you want something that's capable of a little bit of dirt, or in this case, it's actually capable of a lot of dirt from what I've seen. But it's also a really capable street machine. It doesn't give you those sport bike ergos where you're all cramped up into a ball on top of the tank. Which I can't stress enough how awesome that is. I'm going to go a different way to work today, because I want to show you guys the suspension. I mean, not that you're going to be able to see it, but the suspension is soft without being mush, if that makes any sense. I almost can't believe how good this bike is. But I do, because I'm on it, and it's fantastic. If you are in the mood to go rent an adventure style motorcycle, I highly recommend the Twin. Or if you're looking to buy one, I also recommend this. And if you're up in Boulder, Colorado, or Denver for that matter, and you're looking to get a feel for a bike longer than what a dealer will let you do, come on up to House of Motorrad in Boulder and rent a bike for a day. Alright, so I'm going to take the speed hump that says 20. I'm going to take it at 30 if this guy moves out of the way. And that's me seated. Nothing. Not, obviously not nothing, but almost like nothing. If I take that at 30 in my car, it has problems. In conclusion, if you are in the mood, or rather in the market, to purchase an ADV bike, I highly recommend the Africa Twin. I don't think you'd be disappointed unless you're looking for something with gobs of power. If you're looking for gobs of power, this bike is not it. It has power virtually anywhere you want it, but it's not crazy insane power. Thank you for watching, and if you like what you see, do the whole like and subscribe thing. I don't have monetization turned on yet, but if I start to get a bunch of followers, I might. But yeah, thanks for watching and have a great day. Ride safe. Hello, gorgeous. This is a beautiful morning. Beautiful, just absolutely gorgeous.